Hey you guys, so I'm back and I am in the exact same hair and makeup and t-shirt as I was wearing in my last video. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and check it out. It's on this Spring Queen Hair Products hair that is Brazilian hair, and it's really good if you're looking to do hair. So basically I'm coming with you guys today. As you can see with the title of this video, I became a mom and I have a new puppy. So I have a Japanese chin and his name is Diggy, and here he is. This is my baby Diggy. Say hi, Diggy. So yeah, this is Diggy. He's probably gonna be licking me the entire video, but he is a Japanese chin. Japanese chins are toy breed dogs, and they are not actually, Japanese, I guess, bred dogs. They actually come from China, and they were transported to Japan. They served as dogs. They served as dogs for royalty, especially like the women in the household. They stayed with them, and they were kind of like, their personal little cute dogs that they walked around with. I've had Diggy now for about a month, like I said earlier, and having a puppy has been like one of the coolest things and one of the most, like, I guess, learning experiences that I've gone through. So with the puppy, besides things like food and water and showing it love and care, you have to go through the steps of training him, deciding if you don't want to crate him, deciding if you do want to crate him, deciding what's the best food for them, getting them shots and getting them dewormed. So Diggy was actually dewormed already when I picked him up. I just had to take him to get his normal shots, and for that I did go to my local Petco, and I pretty much got all of the things that I needed for Diggy before I got him from his owner. It's actually a really funny story. Well, actually not funny, but it is a story. So basically I had two dogs that were lined up for me. Both of them were Shih Tzus, and both of them canceled on me, and I was really sad. Like, extremely sad. The first person said, oh, yeah, go ahead, we can pick him up on this date. He costs this and much. And I said, great, cool. And the next thing you know, they told me, oh, I ran into a family that's been looking for about 8 months now. Diggy, you sleepy? Because you're acting like really tired. But yeah, they said they ran into a family that's been looking for 8 months now, and blah. They gave the puppy to that person, and I was devastated. Mind you, I already got the puppy a bed, a crate, toys, a jacket. I was so ready to, become like a mom. It's really like expecting a child. So then puppy number 2 came along, and with puppy number 2, beautiful, and both of these puppies were Shih Tzus. Originally I wanted a Shih Tzu. So with this puppy, I went online, I did some searching, and I found, this cute little Shih Tzu male. I wanted to get a male dog, just because I thought males would be a lot easier to deal with as puppies and things like that. So I found him, and then I finally got, in contact with the person who was selling him, and it was a girl. And I told her the story of me and the first Shih Tzu, and she felt so bad. She's like, yeah, don't worry. You can actually have, everything that I have for him. You all right? Actually, you can actually have everything that I have for him right now. Diggy's sleepy. He has a crate already, a bed, some toys. I was like, great, because I want a second bed for my dog anyway, one for my room and then one for the bedroom. So I'm literally driving 30 minutes from my house in New Jersey to go and pick up this dog with my sister. Next thing you know, I get a phone call, so I pick it up, and it's the girl's mom, and she's saying, is this the girl coming to pick up the puppy? I'm like, yes. And then she was like, oh, well, my daughter didn't discuss it with me, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna take care of the puppy. So then I had 2 puppies canceled on me. So I was so sad once again. I'm puppyless, and I'm just kind of over it, but something tells me, once you go back to Maryland, just keep looking, for your puppy. Don't give up. So basically I come back, and within a week I saw another post online, and I found my dog through eBay Classifieds. Diggy was posted online along with his sister and basically he had a $400 price. I was like, okay, you know, no, he actually had a $500 price, and I talked the owner down to $400. So when someone, you see a post online, especially for a puppy, definitely, you know, don't at first give that upfront cost unless you don't care. Definitely take your time and see if you can negotiate a decent price. I told the person that had to give out my whole story. She decided to lower it from $500 to $400. I was super duper excited. I was so nervous up until the day that I got him, and then I finally got my baby. Ew, in my nose. I finally got him. So yes, Diggy is such a sweetheart. Japanese chins in general, I think, are just, you know, sweethearts. They barely bark. The first 2 weeks I had Diggy, I never heard him bark. Not until the 3rd week when it was like a younger kid came around, and then that was the first time I heard him bark. One of the things that I would say if you are becoming a puppy owner is that you have to, you know, have that time to deal with raising basically a puppy. You have to deal with the fact that they're not, you know, potty trained straight out the womb. You have to either crate train them, which is I'm starting to do now, or do like pee pads, things like that. Currently, I'm doing both. I started off just doing the pee pads, and then I decided that, you know what, he's having some accidents, and I looked up online because I felt really, really bad about crating, and Diggy's owner actually told me not to crate him because he doesn't need it. But I did my research. I asked one of my friends who actually has a dog, what should I do? And they told me to definitely crate him, that dogs like it. It's their sense of security, that he'll get used to it. So the first night that I actually had Diggy, he was really, really, the first night that I crated him, he was really, really sad. He whined for a long period of time. I put some toys inside there. I did try the whole, you know, get him used to it, put treats inside the crate before he starts to, I did try the whole put crate, you know, treats inside the crate so he can get, you know, the crate is a good thing. You know, every time I go in there, I'm going to be rewarded type of thing. It worked. I said crate, he would go in. I was super happy. But once I said crate, he went in there and I left him in for a while. I would take him out, you know, leave him in longer, take him out. And then that same night that I've been doing that training with him, I left him in. He whined for the longest time. And then he finally went to sleep. And ever since then, it was slight whining because it was like a week before I ever crated him. So he was used to just waking up in the middle of the night, walking around, doing his thing, falling asleep different places, sleeping in his bed, sleeping on the floor, sleeping on a pillow that fell off my bed. So basically, he wasn't, you know, very used to it. Hey, baby. Let me get back in the video. So basically, I had to get him used to and get him adjusted to sleeping in the crate. So after about a week of crating him, he now knows that when he gets in the crate, it's time for sleep, and he doesn't whine unless I'm eating food. How I wish I didn't start feeding him human food. Oh my goodness. So basically, I always used to give one of my friend's dogs, her name is Kersley, if you watch this, Kersley, by chance, I used to always sneak her dog. She had 2 dogs, two dogs, and basically I always used to like give them a fry or two. She always told me, don't feed them, but I always felt so bad. And now I see why she told me not to feed them, because now every time I eat something, he wants some of it. He will whine, he will cry, and I honestly would always just give in, but now this week I'm taking a stand. Anytime he whines, I'm really not house feeding him anymore. I am just going to give him his food that he normally eats, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, definitely something that I had to get accustomed to is waking up early in the morning, because like I said, crate training, the way that it works is basically dogs don't like, you know, peeing or pooping in a place that they sleep. So he's gonna hold that until he comes out of the cage. And basically, you want to take the puppy's months in age. So Diggy right now is 3 months old. You add an extra month to that. So you would say like 4, no, not extra month. You would add an extra number to that to make it 4. So basically that means that Diggy at this age can hold his bladder for 4 hours. And honestly, Diggy has been holding his bladder way past that, because I now crate him when I go to work. I tried it and I come home, he didn't pee in his crate, he didn't poop in it. And as soon as I get him out that crate, the key thing to crating is to take them outside immediately so they can, release their bladder and their bowels. Because if you don't, then they're gonna do it as soon as they get out the house. So with puppies, the key thing that you want to do is encourage them to stay on a routine that is, best for you and for them, because this is your home and this is your puppy, and you don't want to, get upset. You don't want to, have him having bad behavior. If you do decide to take him somewhere, he'll know, to let you know he needs to go and use the bathroom or make his way towards the door. So far, I would say that we're doing okay with crating. He still has his mistakes, but he's 3 months old. In human years, that's 2. So, he is still getting to, that place where he will eventually say, okay, mom, I need to poop or pee, and run to the door, opposed to just going outside my room to the living room to go and poop and pee, because that's what he does now if I don't crate him immediately. So it's really hard, getting to wake up in the morning and having to do this, but it honestly has changed the way that I start my day, because I get up probably about 6 o'clock in the morning to take him to go and use the bathroom. And then after taking him to go and use the bathroom, I'm pretty much taking a nap, but then I wake right back up. So I'm definitely more active earlier in the day. What he's doing right now is inviting me. It's his form of playing, and he is teething. So that was a perfect reminder, Diggy. Puppies have 2 sets of teeth. I believe the first set is called their milking teeth, and then those start to come in and they get their big boy teeth. So right now Diggy is getting his big boy teeth, and they are sharp as razors, and he is constantly chewing on things. So I have to get him like a ton of toys, chew toys, so he avoids my shoes. He actually messed up a pair of my flats today, but I'm okay. I'll get through it. I'll live. But yeah, basically he is chewing like crazy on stuff, including me. So honestly, that's something that you definitely want to try and get him out the habit of when it comes to him nipping or chewing on you. Because one thing, that is behavior that he had with his siblings when he, was first born, how they played. So it's normal, for them to want to, nip and bite on your ears and stuff like that, because they think they're playing. But what he doesn't understand is that he doesn't have the same teeth he was born with, and he's not playing with another dog. He's playing with a human being. So if you have kids and children around, which he loves, he loves people, he loves meeting people, but some people may not understand that, he is a baby and he's teething. So kids will say, oh, I want to pet him, I want to pick him up, and I'm like, I don't want him to nip on you, and then there's issues with your parents and things like that. So basically, yeah, you want to make sure that, you get him out the habit by kind of saying, ouch, or squealing kind of like a dog, which is really, really weird. I might as well do it. It's like a, or like a, or like a, ouch. See, he's looking at me like, what are you doing? But I do like, ow, ow, ow. I might do like that. I try and make dog noises so that he knows. Well, he's familiar with his siblings when he's playing with them, and he played or bit on them too hard. So I make dog noises to make him know to stop, and he stops. It's been working really, really well. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Another thing with puppies, I would say, is you definitely want to make sure you get a collar on them. I am also going to get him microchips. I didn't get a microchip yet. And PetSmart actually has a great amount of, see, he's really getting active now with this biting. Stop digging. A great puppy book that has discounts and coupons in it for their first pet visit, for microchipping, for food, for toys. So take advantage of that. Buy that first. The book itself is $20, but when I tell you that I almost spent, a quarter less than what I would have spent without the book, with the purchase of the book included. Because I first got all my stuff and the lady was like, oh no, buy this book. I bought it and then re-rung up everything. So it was definitely worth it, and especially with like dog visits and things like that. No, I'm sorry, not dog visits, like veterinary visits and things like that, it gets really, really, really expensive. So you want to take advantage of any coupons that you can. Another big thing with dogs is socialization. So I want to really get him used to being with dogs. I took him to a dog park for the first time, and he was really, really social. Stop chewing my hair. He was really, really social with the smaller dogs, but with the bigger dogs, he was afraid. Diggy is a pretty small dog. He weighs maybe 3 pounds. Or 3.5 pounds, I'm guessing, and he did not like the bigger dog. So that's something definitely that he is still slowly getting used to. But he found some good ones that he liked. He does the whole sniffing bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm still on this journey of being a new, ow, Diggy. I'm gonna put him down on the floor now because he needs to grab one of his toys. If he's biting you too much, the thing that you want to do is not yell at him, not, try and punish him, is to put him down and, let him have access to one of the toys that he normally chews on. So that's basically what I did now. I put him down and now he's doing his own thing, finding something else to chew on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you do have a Japanese chin, anything you want to suggest, so definitely things that you want to get for your dog is food, a crate, chew toys, a collar, a dog tag with your information on it. Also, what you want to do is get little treats to encourage him on. I'm still working on training him. All he knows right now is to sit. And yeah, Diggy, you look like you had a poop. Okay, looks like Diggy has a poop, so I'm gonna go check out my other videos and vlogs. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Deuces.